Hi, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I wanted to talk to you about some of my favorite fragrances from Boadicea The Victorious. What I found from Boadicea The Victorious is that they are very long lasting for the most part. There's a couple that may not be, and I'll try to mention those. I don't have all of them because some of them are very masculine. To my taste, they're definitely all unisex, as all the fragrances are. And the first one we're going to start with today is going to be called Glorious. And I love these bottles because you have a shield here, and then on the back you have the name of the company and also the name of the fragrance, and I hope you can see that. But it also has, the cap is heavyweight, metal, which I do love good caps, and then the spray's very diffusive. The first one, Glorious, has top notes of raspberry, pineapple, apple, cardamom, and cassis. In the heart notes, we have elemi resin, nutmeg, rose, and jasmine. Base notes, gaiac wood, cedar, sandalwood, moss, patchouli, musk, vanilla, and amber. That's a whole host of notes. Glorious was launched in 2012. It's a unisex fragrance, and it truly is a harmonious blend. The notes are captivating, and they exude a feeling of elegance and sophistication to me. From the first sniff, I believe this could be captivating people's attention. It has very vibrant top notes of raspberry, pineapple, apple, cardamom, and cassis, which I think that's a wonderful blend of fragrances. You have that fruitiness with the raspberry, pineapple, apple. Then you have a spiciness from cardamom, and cassis just is added as a bonus on this top note. This is a refreshing burst of fruitiness and spice that sets the stage for a truly mesmerizing olfactory journey. As the scent unfolds, the elemi resin, along with the nutmeg, rose, and jasmine, they emerge and they add a warmth and a floral richness to the fragrance. It is both alluring and at the same time being very complex, but not complex in a way you're not sure you're going to like it, or complex because they wanted to throw in a bunch of notes that didn't blend. This is blended very carefully, and the middle notes create a balance between all of it. Top notes, middle notes, and then you get that beautiful balance, making the fragrance intriguing and unforgettable. The base notes create that warmth, and it also helps with the benzoin and the heavier notes like patchouli, musk, vanilla. It helps it to really create that foundation that will create a lasting impression that is both of depth and sensuality. The woody and amber foundation anchors the fragrance, ensuring that it lingers beautifully on the skin. This is a part of the amber woody fragrance family, and it is truly one I would encourage you to get your nose on and try. Scent Split is a great place to have samples. Also, you can I don't think you can get samples of these from So Avant-Garde, but what I do like is you'll see the price of the fragrances, and they can be kind of hefty. But you can find them through So Avant-Garde, and they're usually included in a sale, such as their 30% off sale. A lot of times that will be active throughout the year. The next fragrance on this list is called Envious. And Envious is one of those fragrances that has those bright top notes, but it also has aromatics in it as well. The base notes in here give it a lot of depth. For the top notes, bergamot, mandarin, pink pepper, sage, which adds that beautiful aromatic quality, as well as the pink pepper. Then you have the citrus, the bergamot, the mandarin, that helps to really kind of add some brightness. You also have the ylang ylang, which is generally, it can be a difficult note for me. I find that I'm growing more used to it, and I can appreciate the creaminess it adds to fragrance, and it certainly does that. Heart notes, jasmine, Indian tuberose, rose damascena, orange flower. I like to give you the notes because that's oftentimes how I decide if I want to purchase a fragrance or not. At least that's the way I like to do it. And if it's a lot of notes that either sound masculine or sound just a little much for me, it also helps me know I definitely need to sample first. And with these fragrances being as pricey as they are, I would definitely suggest a sample. In the base, we have Gaiac wood, amber, vetiver, musk, vanilla, benzoin, which adds that longevity, and it really helps you to prepare for the scent that you're going to be receiving, which is very sophisticated. It kind of embraces confidence, it exudes confidence. Now, this is a unisex fragrance, and I think it is truly a masterpiece. It blends vibrant citrus, as you heard, those delicate florals, and it gives you those warm sensual undertones to create an unforgettable scent experience. Its brightness with the aromatics, with a little bit of tropical from ylang ylang, as it evolves, you just get the whole bouquet of that jasmine, tuberose, rose, damascena, and also the orange flower. Orange flower is a beautiful fragrance. It's a beautiful flower that comes, of course, from the orange tree. It adds that depth and romance to the composition. And in the base, all those notes with the amber, vetiver, musk, and vanilla, plus a Gaiac wood, gives it that long-lasting, rich finish, leaves a captivating trail of warmth and sophistication. It's created from Boadicea the Victorious, and when you hear Boadicea the Victorious, we can think of scents that are elegant, complex, and many with a timeless appeal. This is perfectly blended. It's bold and refined, making it a perfect signature scent, I think, for those who want to exude confidence. But you do have to walk in with confidence and kind of own the room. But when you do that, certainly people are going to want to follow your trail with Envious. Let me once again show you the sprayer. I think they're lovely. And I do think this is such a bright, happy, uplifting fragrance. I think it would be hard to dislike. But I would get a sample. And then keep in mind those sales through Sauvage Avant-Garde. The next fragrance I wanted to discuss is one of my favorites from the line. And this one is called Ardent. Ardent, oh, what heaven this is. It's probably an easy one to start with, I think. It's very easy to love. You can really experience the quality of the fragrance and the captivating allure that this can create. This is a unisex fragrance belonging to the amber woody family, offering a really harmonious, once again, blend of rich and exotic scents too. This is supposed to be inspired by falling in love. The top notes of Turkish rose, saffron, coriander, and carrot seeds invoke a sense of warmth and mystery, setting the stage for a truly mesmerizing olfactory journey. As the scent unfolds and we see its heart, we get rose, beeswax, jasmine, and hedione. Hedione really kind of creates an attractive quality. I know Initio uses hedione in many of their fragrances. And in here it does create a floral symphony, but it's also enhanced with the hedione. This is one I would say is enchanting, lovely fragrance. The base is what gives us a really lasting impression, with a combination, once again, of a lot of notes. Vanilla, patchouli, agarwood, which is oud, benzoin, amber, labdanum, and musk. This intricate blend ensures that Ardent will linger on the skin, and it does leave a timeless appeal. It does leave quite the trail as well. It's a creamy, romantic, enveloping rose with a smooth sort of woodiness that is great for lasting power and has a very good projection. This is elegance in a bottle that could certainly be worn to a special event including, I think it would make a beautiful wedding scent. And I think the bottle is so gorgeous, as all of them are. But we see the front with the shield, and in the back we do have Boadicea the Victorious, but we also have the name there, which is Ardent. And then at the top of the bottle it looks like a crest. And I just love these bottles, and I love the fragrances inside. While I may not like all of their fragrances, I would tell you, I have found many of them to be very, very long lasting with good projection. So I don't feel like I really have to mention that with each scent, because that just seems to be a characteristic of Boadicea the Victorious. Ardent is beautiful, and it would be hard to find another complex with rose fragrance that's sure to captivate from start to finish. In fact, this is going to be my scent of the day. And this is Ardent. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I think this is actually a very easy one to start with if you're looking for a feminine fragrance. It's not harsh. It's not overly strong. I think this is, for me, a good one to start with if I were to suggest one for you. And this is called Ardent by Boadicea the Victorious. The next fragrance is Jubilee. And it's exactly like these other bottles, just with a different name on the back of it. It was created to celebrate the occasion of the Golden Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth in 2002. It's been around for a while. Jubilee is a proclamation of perfumed pomp and circumstance. It's a crisp, cool opening with pineapple tinged with white wine and legume facets, which is kind of strange. I don't see a lot of fragrances, at least in my collection, that has a legume facet. In the heart, you will have jasmine gardenia. You often see those combined. They work so well together. And in here you will find the damask rose, which also works well, and you'll see it in a lot of floral combinations. You also have violet leaf in here. This also includes a mulled version of a smoky oud, and it is beautiful and just a golden statement of fragrances. Very appropriate for the Queen's Jubilee. And I will say, Jubilee is a heavy hitter. It is pretty strong, definitely makes a straight statement, and I think it doesn't take very many sprays, and it will last long on your skin. Jubilee is one that has the eternal lasting power. And from the first sniff, it was a little strong to me, and it just seemed to last for a long time. However, it's a beautiful fragrance, so you may want to get your nose on that one. The next fragrance we have is called Energizer, and it has top notes of bergamot, basil, and elemi, along with even more notes like grapefruit and lemon. The name of this perfume is a major clue to the striking fizzy personality of the scent. If you look at the notes, you will have that lovely burst of citrus in the top, grapefruit, lime, bergamot, and it's like a sunlit kind of buzzy, zippy opening. A scent of late summer gardens, I think, and it has a bit of a melancholy tendency to make me feel. It is a great fragrance to wear between the transition time between summer and autumn. And with autumn being my favorite season of the year, this is a fragrance that I really enjoy being able to pull out and realize, oh, it's about to turn cooler. The heart of Energizer has another dose of a citrus cocktail. Fun and aromatic lemon with a sorbet kind of touch of orange, rather than just mixing with the existing moods of those radiant top notes. At this point, it kind of mellows out a little bit while being still very bright. This would be perfect, say, in a late afternoon, and it's at the end of the day, and you can imagine gardens and rooms mixed with different types of light, and blurred yellow shapes slowly fading. The greenness in the garden is sharper notes of vetiver and damp metal, suggested by a rising veil of beautiful musks. It's a very beguiling blend, and you get that invigorating citrus encapsulating, I would say, like the whole scent. And there's something about it that just works. It's those citrus fruits and almost a musky quality. And it is kind of energizing for the mind and also for the spirit. So when I feel like I need some motivation, like on a Monday morning, or it's at the end of a work week, Energizer is the perfect one to choose at those times. Thank you so much for joining me. Boadicea The Victorious has so many beautiful fragrances, and you can find quite a few of them on So Avant-Garde. You can find samples. I'm not sure if Twisted Lily has samples, but ScentSplit does. And I like that because you can choose if you want a 2 ml, 3 ml, 4 ml, 5 ml of a certain fragrance to give it a try. And if you're buying it for an occasion, that may be all you need of that particular scent. I would encourage you to visit the Boadicea The Victorious website because they have a very nice way to try a lot of their fragrances. You'll get a combination of 3 or 4. You pick the scents, and then you are able to decide if those scents are for you or not. It gives you enough to really try. It comes in a nice presentation as well, and I like the fact that you can choose which fragrances you want to try. Now, I will say that depending on which scent you choose for that travel kit, that depends on the price. That will result in the price for that particular travel set that you've created yourself. Fragrances can be kind of expensive even in a travel set, but like I said, it may be all you need, and you may not want to drop that money all into a bottle of the fragrance. But they have such a beautiful, wide range of fragrances. I'd say give them a go. And if you could write in comments if you're interested in these fragrances, if you tried them in the past, if you have tried them in the past, or if you're currently wearing any or expecting delivery of some of these beautiful fragrances. Please let me know in comments. I would love to hear from you. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will have a part 2 on Boadicea The Victorious coming soon. Thank you so much for joining me, my fragrance friends, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Goodbye.